Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Paulo Costa versus Ikram. I'm not going to say his last name because I have a problem pronouncing some of these fighters' names. I don't know why they got the names they did. I'm kidding. Because I can't say them right, so I got to blame it on somebody else because it's not my fault. Anyways, the guy Ikram that I'm talking about, I did some research. I never heard of him. Elite level Sambo fighter. My goodness, he's got gold medals. He's got a silver medal in there somewhere. He's had he's 14-1, I believe. 5 knockout, 5 submission. He's had 4 wins by decision. He's been knocked out once. He got knocked out with a punch, but guess who knocked him out? Hamzat Chimaev. So that's not a bad loss. Hamzat's a dangerous dude. Now he's in the UFC. He's a proven fighter. He's from what I've seen, he's got some good hands. He's got knockouts in his career. He knocked out Phil Halls in his last fight, if I'm saying his name right. He's got 2 submissions via Kimura. If you got Sambo, guy, and again, these Russian dudes, they're some really good fighters. They're usually good with chokes. They're really good with throwing guys around. They're good with submission defense usually, and they usually got heavy hands. A lot like Sergey Pavlovich, the guy I talk about that's going to beat John Jones or whoever wins the heavyweight title out of him and Stipe. That's just my opinion. Scary dude. Speaking of scary dudes, Paulo Costa's a scary dude too. He's got some heavy hands. Anybody that can blitz through a guy like Yoel Romero and go the distance with him and outstrike him is a bad dude. However, he's been in a bit of a funk lately. He got destroyed by Israel Adesanya. He got out-grappled by Vettori for the most part. He got beat convincingly. And he had that issue where he didn't make weight and had all this drama going on. He did beat Luke Rockhold, but he did not finish him. And Luke Rockhold's a guy who's already had his jaw broken not once, but twice. And he didn't put him away. He clearly didn't look right in that fight. So if I'm Paulo Costa, this is a fight that I have to win. But he's not gonna. Look, Ikram is a guy that I see him as a well-rounded fighter. He has the skill set to beat somebody like, or at least hang with a guy like Hamzat. I know he got knocked out by 1 punch, but every fight's different. You know, there's a chance he could fight Hamzat again and actually beat him because of his fighting style. You know what I mean? Again, a guy who knows Sambo and has heavy hands, has all the tools to not only win most of their fights, but to dominate for years to come. Look at Fedor. Look at Habib. Look at Islam right now. Submission grappling, really good grappling, wrestling, Sambo, any of that stuff is a killer against other fighters, especially strikers like Paulo Costa, who got beat by Vettori, who's a really good wrestler, but not a Sambo dude. So with that being said, I have Ikram pulling off a massive upset. I think he will out-grapple Costa, and he wants to make a statement. And I'm sure that loss to Hamzat's in the back of his head. He goes, this guy is wanting to fight Costa. I mean, Hamzat beat me before. If I destroy this dude, I might get a shot at Hamzat later on down the road. And I think he does beat Paulo Costa. Again, Paulo can win this fight, but he's going to have to knock him out early. Get him out of there. I think that'll be his undoing. I think you'll see Costa drop this guy real early in the fight, and he will not be able to finish it. These Russians, man, they're tough. They get dropped. They can still submit you on the back. I think that's how this fight goes. I see Ikram with a first-round submission victory. I think Paulo hits him with a big left hook or a big haymaker and drops him. He's going to get on top of him and try to finish it with some vicious ground and pound, but he won't be able to quite do it because Ikram is going to be able to defend himself very well. He'll recover pretty quickly, and I think you'll see him either get a rear naked choke somehow or another Kimura lock. He'll submit Paulo Costa in the first round. I think he wins this fight pretty convincingly. He comes from behind and beats a top 5 monster at middleweight in Paulo Costa. Ikram by submission, first round.